What is up, folks? So today we're taking a look at another radio. I've had this Tecsun PL330 for a few years now, so this isn't something I just got or something anyone sent me. Bought it with my own cash. Highlight it a little bit and cover it because it is something that I own, that I use, and I really like. So I think the most important thing I could start this off with is it's a AM/FM shortwave radio. It also has a medium wave, low wave. It does sideband, which is interesting. Like if you want to listen to ham radio, people talk on sideband, you have that. It has adjustable filters. It has a ton of stuff. Came in this box. It also came with a nice little protective case. Had some earbuds, and it had a charging cable. It does not have a USB-C. I don't know if they recently changed that or not. I'll have to look on the website. But either way, you get a charging cable, and you probably have plenty of these type of connectors kicking around because everybody's had charging cables for USB over the year. Has a headphone jack, antenna jack for either FM or shortwave. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Came with the carrying handle I attached. It's of course rechargeable. It has one of these little PL5 batteries in there. If you want to order extra, you can. Yeah, charges up. Has a antenna that swivels, extends. It's just a short antenna. This will get you some shortwave stations. Again, we'll talk more about the antennas. Yeah, and so that's what it came with. I think one of the most important things I can cover on this radio is the manual. You need this manual. This is one of these products it's a great product. However, as far as user friendliness goes, you need the manual. There's lots of optional buttons you can hit. There's different modes. There's all the acronyms. There's ATS, ETM, sync. There's these extra features this radio has that you might be kind of lost without the manual. Let's talk about two of the ones that stand out the most. So ATS, automatically tune and store FM, long wave, medium wave, short wave stations. So basically it does an automatic scan and then it stores them, which is kind of cool. I've used this mode, but every time I go to use it, I need to pull the manual out and remind myself. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either. It also has, let's see, where's that other mode? I think it's called ETM. Let's find that real quick. Enhanced tuning mode. So it allows you to auto-tune and store into an ETM memory. So it's similar to ATS, but it stores it in a non-stored area. So that's great if you travel somewhere, you want to do a quick scan, but you don't want to hard store these into your memory. Again, lots of features, lots of cool stuff. Like a lot of these radios, you know, it's relying on a wideband tuning IC in there to do all of its stuff. This is not going to probably outperform your high dollar shortwave receiver, or some of you may remember back in the day, I know grandparents, parents might have had like the Zenith shortwave radio. That was a popular one. I know Grundig and a few others had real popular high quality receivers that could pull out the weakest stations. This might not be that, but folks, for the money and the ability, it's a fun radio. I think that's what I want to highlight here is this is a fun radio. It's fun to play with. It's fun to pull the manual out and see what you can do. It's fun to tune around. I had a lot of fun just exploring what shortwave bands were available and out there. There's only a few licensed stations now that have content that various people will put on the air in the US, but you can also pick up overseas things. Again, it depends on propagation and the time of day. But the fact that you get a full band receiver and you get sideband coverage, I mean, you can even pull out, you know, Morse code, hams doing that kind of stuff on here if you're into that sort of thing. You can pick up local radio stations. It's just kind of a fun radio. It stays charged a really long time. I think in the time that I've owned it, I've probably charged it 2 or 3 times. When I sit down and play with it, I just set it up. Has a backlight, has a clock, I think there's also an alarm feature in here as well. Don't quote me on that, but I could have swore it has an alarm feature. Has an LCD backlight. Might not show up because it's awful bright in here right now. It is small. It's compact. Storage case. It's a great deal on a radio. It has FM stereo out of the earphone headphone jack, but it's not a stereo speaker, obviously. I think the audio quality out of the speaker is surprising. While it's not maybe a Bose Wave radio as far as its punch, for the size speaker, that's something that you can cradle in your hands. The audio quality out of this, I would say, would surprise you. Better than expected. There's an optional accessory that I got. This is called the AN03L. It's a retractable antenna. I want to say this guy was 50 feet. I'll have to look at the specs online. I'll post it up here how many feet it is when I process the video. But yeah, this is just a nice retractable, has an antenna jack that plugs in here so you can get a little better extra reception. It's got a little finger in detent here that you can wind it back up. So yeah, it's a quickly deployable travel antenna that you could stress across a hotel room or an apartment or in your house if you want to pull in some distant stations. So yeah, folks, I just wanted to highlight this radio. They've been making them for quite a few years now. I don't think they're going away anytime soon. That's a great sign. You know, some products are fly by night. We see them and then they're gone. This has had staying power. I think the reviews and overall everyone's been happy with it. I highly recommend it. Definitely falls in the category if it were lost or stolen, I'd have to buy another one. So that's one of my main criteria is when I do a review video and I want to put my thumbs up on it. If I lost it or it broke or it got stolen, I'd have to have another one. Just love this, had a lot of fun with this radio. So just wanted to give that a shout out, folks. Again, links in the description. Thanks for watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please consider doing that. Share some videos, help the channel out. Take care.